First loves are important. They're not as important.
Have you ever been in love? What was her name?
My mom believed anyone you loved was family. Anyone who loved you.
We're getting married.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you know this?
You aren't ready for a commitment like this.
The anticipation for the summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 has reached an unprecedented level among fans of the series, marking a moment in contemporary streaming culture where a youthful coming-of-age narrative has not only captivated global audiences, but also driven passionate discussions on relationships, identity, and emotional growth. From its first seasons, the show has established itself as a heartfelt exploration of adolescence and the complexities that come with stepping into adult-like experiences, while still deeply rooted in the safety and nostalgia of summer traditions. With Season 3, viewers are poised to witness the culmination of emotional arcs that have been building since the series began, promising resolutions to lingering questions and deeper insights into the lives of Belly Conklin and the Fisher brothers. At its core, the summer I Turned Pretty centers around Isabel Belly Conklin, a teenager who summers at Cousins Beach with her mother and brother, alongside her lifelong friends, Conrad and Jeremiah Fisher, define much of her formative years. Across the first 2 seasons, audiences have watched Belly navigate shifting feelings, unspoken tensions, and genuine moments of connection that blur the lines between friendship and romance. The series, adapted from the beloved young adult novels by an acclaimed author, has always stood out for its emotional resonance, blending lighthearted summer moments with poignant reflections on love, loss, and self-discovery. Season 3 is widely expected to honor that tone while advancing the characters into new emotional territory. Central to the excitement surrounding Season 3 is the question of how Belly's relationships with the Fisher brothers will evolve. The love triangle has been a defining element of the story, with Belly's deep history with both Conrad and Jeremiah creating tension, heartache, and moments of clarity that have shaped her growth. Fans have passionately debated which relationship reflects Belly's true path, and Season 3 is set to provide meaningful progression, balancing the emotional stakes with character development that feels earned rather than rushed. While the journey has been filled with uncertainty, the connection between these young characters has remained authentic, shaped by years of shared summers, secrets, and emotional summers that leave a lasting impact. Even as the romantic tensions have drawn significant attention, Season 3 is expected to expand on aspects of identity and personal growth beyond the love triangle itself. Belly has matured significantly since the series began, grappling with her ambitions, insecurities, and the desire to be understood on her own terms, rather than simply in relation to others. This season could explore how her choices influence her sense of self, especially as she stands at the threshold of adulthood and considers what lies beyond the familiar shores of Cousins Beach. The setting itself, a character in its own right, serves as a backdrop for transformation, where each season's end arrives with both closure and the promise of new beginnings. A defining trait of the series has been its ability to balance earnest emotional beats with moments of levity, whether through beach bonfires, shared meals, or the supportive friendships that surround Belly. Season 3 is poised to continue that tradition, offering moments of joy and humor that accentuate the weightier themes. Friends and family, including Belly's mother, Laurel, and her brother, Stephen, contribute to the rich tapestry of relationships that ground the narrative. Their perspectives and actions have often provided context for Belly's choices, reflecting generational differences in approaching love, responsibility, and the passage of time. In terms of cast, Season 3 brings back the talented ensemble that has become synonymous with these characters. The actress portraying Belly delivers a performance that balances vulnerability with quiet strength, navigating emotional shifts with nuance that has earned critical praise. The actor playing Conrad continues to embody a brooding complexity, reflecting a character grappling with internal conflicts that have profound effects on those around him. Meanwhile, the actor who brings Jeremiah to life offers an open, earnest counterpart whose warmth and unwavering loyalty have made him a fan favorite. Supporting roles from the extended cast add texture to the world, with recurring characters that enrich the narrative without overshadowing the central arcs. Beyond the principal trio, Season 3 also offers space for characters like Susannah, whose presence has been central to the emotional grounding of the series. Her nurturing influence and profound connection to all three leads have shaped many of the story's most significant moments. Other secondary characters, including cousins and friends, contribute to the ensemble in ways that reinforce the show's themes of connection and belonging. Each cast member brings depth to roles that might, in lesser hands, feel archetypal, but here emerge as deeply felt individuals with their own hopes, regrets, and dreams. The plot of Season 3 is expected to escalate the stakes while remaining true to the show's identity. Early seasons laid emotional groundwork, unresolved tensions, unspoken confessions, shifting loyalties, all of which prime the narrative for a season that must reconcile these threads in a satisfying way. Fans anticipate scenes of confrontation, honest communication, and moments that force characters to face the consequences of earlier actions. The dialogue, often laced with both tension and tenderness, reflects the way young people grapple with feelings that are exhilarating and terrifying in equal measure. While the specifics of individual episodes are closely guarded, the overarching narrative arc is likely to embrace themes of closure and transition. The summer setting, familiar yet ripe for final transformations, underscores a season that may symbolize both an ending and a beginning. Belly's internal journey, balancing past attachments with future aspirations, serves as a through line that elevates the plot from a simple romantic drama to a narrative about evolution. The emotional landscape of the story resonates precisely because it mirrors the real-world experience of growing up, holding on to cherished moments while inevitably stepping into the unknown. Fans have closely examined promotional trailers released ahead of the season, parsing every glance, line of dialogue, and setting detail for clues about what lies ahead. These trailers have teased moments of both tenderness and tension, quiet scenes by the shore, charged confrontations under summer skies, and glimmers of resolution that suggest the characters are ready to confront truths long deferred. Music, framing, and pacing in these previews underscore an emotional richness that aligns with what audiences have come to love, a series that understands how to balance heart and heartbreak with authenticity. The visual and stylistic elements captured in the trailers evoke a matured aesthetic, hinting that while the series retains its sun-drenched charm, it also embraces more nuanced storytelling. The cinematography underscores the beauty of coastal summers, while also reflecting the emotional currents that run beneath the surface shot compositions that linger on gazes, settings that shift from jubilant to reflective, and moments that feel poised on the brink of change. These creative choices reinforce the sense that Season 3 is both a celebration of what the series has built and a thoughtful progression into deeper narrative territory. Regarding release timing, speculation among fans placed the premiere of Season 3 in a warm, summer-aligned window, allowing the story to echo its on-screen setting with real-world timing that enhances the viewing experience. The pattern of previous seasons supports the idea of a summertime release, aligning promotional strategies with the thematic heartbeat of the series. While exact dates have been a frequent topic of fan discussion, the arrival of the season has been framed as an event one that invites audiences to return to Cousins Beach, not simply as spectators, but as emotional participants in a story that has become deeply personal to many. Beyond the emotional and narrative elements, The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 has become a cultural touchstone for discussions around adolescence, representation, and sincere storytelling. Its impact extends into fan communities, social media conversations, and creative expressions that reflect how deeply the series has resonated. For many viewers, the story is more than entertainment. It is a mirror of milestones, heartaches, and the bittersweet nature of summers that feel eternal in the moment and fleeting in memory. Season 3's role in this cultural conversation has only heightened as fans anticipate how the narrative will honor both the source material and the emotional investments of its audience. In preparing for the release, discussion around the series has also engaged with how Season 3 might conclude the overarching narrative threads. Speculation ranges from definitive resolutions in the central relationships to moments that reflect the complexity of real life, where choices are seldom simple and growth often requires sacrifice. These conversations illustrate how the series transcends typical genre conventions, engaging viewers in interpretations that reflect their own experiences and hopes for the characters they have come to care about. The balance between closure and open-ended possibility is one of the compelling elements that the new season must navigate. Music has always been an integral part of the series' identity, underpinning emotional beats and reinforcing the mood of pivotal scenes. Early promotional material and conversations around the season 3 soundtrack suggest that the music will continue to amplify the emotional impact, creating moments that linger in memory. Songs tied to longing, joy, and introspection echo the series' core themes, and fans eagerly await the full release of the soundtrack as an extension of the story itself. Music becomes another narrative tool, weaving through scenes of connection and conflict with a resonance that elevates the viewing experience. Ultimately, The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 promises to be a defining chapter in a series that has captured hearts with its blend of youthful vulnerability and unvarnished emotional truth. From the first moments of anticipation to the season's unfolding arc, viewers are invited to engage with a story that feels both intimate and universal. The journey of Belly, Conrad, Jeremiah, and their circle of friends is more than a tale of summer romance. It is an exploration of growth, memory, and the indelible mark that certain summers leave on a life. As audiences prepare to immerse themselves in the final installment, the emotional stakes have never felt higher, and the sense of return to familiar settings, unresolved feelings, and beloved characters carries with it the profound recognition that some stories stay with us long after the credits roll,